name is Tzvi Lebetkin, your Rabbi from another planet. Please like, share, and subscribe, and ring the little bell so you are notified when new videos drop. So I take the piss out of Doctor Who magazine quite a lot. I love Doctor Who magazine. I've been reading it since I think issue 82, maybe my first. I've been reading it a long time. It might be just. I'll show you. Exhibit A, like these two shelves here, all Doctor Who magazine up to issue 500 and the specials, and then after that I went digital. I'm quite happy about that decision, actually, quite frankly, because the for the last few years the quality has just dropped off the cliff. It's been absolutely awful. They've much like the rest of the media, they've really embraced identity politics. And like most things that go woke, they went broke. They've lost a lot of readership, and I do take the piss out of them. So now, they're at a point where it's a shadow of its former self. They can't afford writers that can do a really good job. And the last issue was just pure filler, absolute pure filler. They have no now they can't do their woke garbage anymore. They really have no idea what to do, right? They're completely befuddled. So I take the piss out of it. That's why when this new special edition came out, I was like, nah, not interested, not buying it, not biting at all. I waited till it came out and saw what people thought. And so I eventually cracked. Last night I cracked. I bought it because it's dealing with a subject that I really do. I'm really interested. I really do enjoy. It's all about the writing of Doctor Who. I'm a writer. So I like write. I'm primarily a writer. So this is the sort of stuff that really fascinates me. I'm really glad I did. It's excellent. It's really excellent. We're going to do a virtue thumb through here. It's a strong recommend, and I'm going to be doing tons of content from it. Because again, the best way to make YouTube content is do stuff that you like, that you care about, that you're passionate about, and I care and I'm passionate about just about everything in this issue. So it's a strong recommend for me, but we're going to go over it in detail. Before we do that, could you hit the like button? That would be freaking awesome. Thank you very much. Get your like button. Can you hit the share button? Sharing is caring, baby. Hit the share button. Hit the subscribe button. Get me to 3,000 subscribers. I oscillate between 18 and 30. So people need. It depends on whenever YouTube notices I'm doing quite well. If you can hit the subscribe button, and if you're subscribed, make sure you're still subscribed. Also, don't forget to check out my Indiegogo. I've been promising we're going to end the campaign. I've been so busy the last couple of weeks. I had this stupid piece of artwork that I cut, and it looks great, and I can't debut it yet because I've got to do some work on it. But I'm really trying to wrap up the campaign so I can fulfill it. That's the first thing. It's ready to go. And secondly, I want to launch my new campaign. I'm really, but I've just been too insanely busy. So anyway, two awesome graphic novels. We got Biblical, a 220-page, stonking great story, Bible story. So 18th creators, rationalists, rogues. There is no preaching or polemics. Honestly, I never really understood that. Why would anybody try to convince you to live the way that you do? I mean, it's good enough for you. Why do you want to if you want other people to do, it's fine, but I've never really felt the need for it, right? So there's other than I want to preach you to buy these comics. That's a good thing. There's also the Imperium artwork by Dominic Racho. Freaking awesome! A love letter to tele-fantasy of the 1960s, which I do absolutely. I'm sure you know, Adore. If you get them, you get all these extras for the male gaze cards. We're going to continue this with the next campaign because I've really enjoyed it. I think you've enjoyed it too. And listen, I got a new male gaze card. That's the thing. I'm waiting to debut for your delight and delectation. If we hit 8 grand, everyone's going to get this poster as well. Right now, it's an add-on. It's A2. It's a big size one. Bohemian Time and Space. The Eyes Have It. I really like this poster. I think that's my favorite poster. Great Balls of Fire and Forever Young. So there you go. Go check it out. Thank you very much. Fine, let's go and look at this issue of Doctor Who Magazine Special. And again, I really resisted buying this, and I am so glad I did. This seems to me this is where the quality is going in Doctor Who Magazine, because there's none in the regular issue. 84 pages as well. It's $5.99 and pay for it for digital. I think that's fair. I honestly, I'm going to get a ton of content out of this, so I think it's fair. So let's start going. Also, great cover. Other than the logo, it's really Jodie-like. There is the current era in here, and I want to say, somebody who really doesn't like the current era, I'm glad the current era is in here as well. There are fans of it, okay? I don't understand it. I don't understand how you like Doctor Who and like the current era, but there are fans, and they genuinely like it. God bless them. Good luck to them. I wish I did. Honestly, I wish I did. So let's start looking through. Now I'm interested in this. Because they did a good job here. I'm interested in this. Oh, $8.99? Blimey. That's expensive. And it's like, actually, this one is like one I wouldn't mind a print edition of. But yeah, listen, they've really won me over with this issue. Click the article text for article view. I don't want to do that. So fine, this is the introduction with Marcus Hearn. Okay, thank you. And then, honestly, I just love this in the TARDIS in the snow. Okay, we have the contents pages. So fine, this is something that goes through the magazine. How to write Doctor Who, and it's the interesting articles about who writes this? Alison McGrath. Is it about how the different attitudes of writing Doctor Who through the different decades? So you got a nice 60s one. It's how long is it? It's like a 3 or 4. It's a 3-page article. So here's the meat of this one. You have an interview with David Whittaker. So yeah, here's the clever thing of what I think they've done. This is all stuff they've had on file, right? Yeah, they got so much stuff on file. They can make an interesting issue. David Whittaker. David Whittaker played a crucial role in shaping the series that we know today. Simon Gurrier considers the profound influence. So this is not an interview. This is a article about him by Simon Gurrier, who, his opinion is something that I would be interested in. So yeah, okay, I'm interested in that. And now we got Oliver Wake. I don't really know who he is. He's writing about Terry Nation. So I think as you get into later writers, you get more interviews, which is stuff that I'm more interested in. But yeah, listen, okay, so any of these articles in Doctor Who magazine, I would stop and read. So here we got a good 4-page article about Terry Nation. Again, I want to read all of this. All this stuff fascinates me. So then, they do an overview of like the writers of the 60s. Who I think, and again they do different ones for each for each decade. They really should have done a 90s one. Although really they could do a whole issue on the 90s. Like the non-Doctor Who Doctor Who. So yeah, okay, fine. A profile of the writers of the age. Again, it's incredible. I can't believe this is the same production team, right, that made the last issue of Doctor Who, which had nothing in it of any relevance whatsoever, right? Nothing at all. This is where they must have put everything in. So Anatomy of a Script, the pitch to outline. So again, this is Jonathan Morris is a recurring article through the entire magazine. You basically talking about how to deliver a pitch, right? A serious pitch. I think they got Russell T Davies a serious pitch in as well. This is another article. It's not an interview with Jerry Davis and Kit Pedler. Again, very, very important people to Doctor Who. I mean, they've been to the Cybermen. By the way, if you heard the Big Finish adaptation of Return of the Cybermen, I think it's called it, that they were rewritten as Revenge of the Cybermen. So that was Jerry Davis, Kit Pedler's original script for that Tom Baker story, and the one that went out, where it was rewritten essentially by Robert Holmes, so much better, just so much freaking better. It's beyond belief, right? But listen, again, another interesting article. So is this Terrence Dix? John Dorney, fantastic writer. Again, generally speaking, fantastic writer on Terrence Dix. Yes, again, this is everything I would want in a magazine article. An interesting writer writing about an interesting writer who writes interesting things about something I'm interested in. Yes, that's how you make a fan magazine, a fan-orientated magazine. I just couldn't you put any of this effort into the regular Mega Magazine? So fine, now we're into Matthew Kilburn continues article on the writers of the 70s. So I imagine this is going to focus on Matthew, Malcolm Hugh, right there. It says it right. The first one it comes on to. Again, there's so much archive material right now. It looks like they've taken a bunch of talking heads from the DVD. The DVD extras, but okay. Again, another article I'm interested in reading. This is unheard of. So now scene breakdown. So this again, and if you're a prospective writer, by the way, I hate recommending this because it's written by Benjamin Cook, who's a massive douchebag in my estimation. He's a massive douchebag, but it's mainly written by Russell T Davies. The Writer's Tale. Fantastic. It's his back and forth. Basically, it's him in real time writing season 4, right? And you see the back and forth of scripts and stuff that he cuts out, and the process as it happens. It is freaking fascinating. So the scene breakdown, that's the next part of making a script. Again, if you're somebody who's interested in writing, this is, I would say, invaluable to you. But you want that Rusty Davis, sadly, Benjamin Cook book. What can you say? So then we go Eddie Robinson, another great Doctor Who writer, writing about a great Doctor Who writer, Robert Holmes. Yeah. Why wouldn't I want to read this? like again, everything is saying that I want to read. So weird. So Alice McGow's talking about Douglas Adams. I really thought these when I first got them, I thought these were going to be interviews rather than articles. But fine, again, good writers. How to write Doctor Who in the 70s. Yeah, a changing approach of writing Doctor Who in the 70s. Brevity is the soul of storylines. Yeah, that is the 74 6-parter. In fact, it was Russell T Davies when he was bringing back Doctor Who in 2005. What got Julie Gardner on board was he sat her down to watch City of Death. Right, and said, look at this as a template of what we want to do. It's fun, it's exciting, it's family entertainment. It's everything that you can want. That was a story that completely sold her, and I'm glad it did. Right, I'm really, really glad it did. So the next thing is the drafts. They should have really reprinted Robert Shearman's article about the nightmare he went through writing Dalek, iterations of that script. That's in one of the specials. I think probably the season 1 special. Yeah, they instead of doing the archive feature, they just did a special every year with all the episodes. So yeah, listen, the draft script. Oh man, I'm really intrigued in seeing what the draft script of the Law of the Land was. I like that Monk trilogy. I really do. You know what? Go back and watch it. I think it's going to be better than you imagine, right? I really think it's going to be better. Jason Arnott, another good Doctor Who writer, right about Chris H. Bannerman. Yeah, I won't call him a great Doctor Who writer. Bidmead. They really should have had him write his article themselves, really, be honest with you. But yeah, listen, look, he did some reason. He was good at his time. This Big Finish stuff he's done has been I would say, very weak, very weak. But he's a guy with definite opinions who's been interviewed a lot. I think they should have used that for the bloody articles. How to write Doctor Who in the 80s. So I think they're doing an article on like the different attitudes of Doctor Who in the 80s. Is Eric Saywood. So we have James Curry Smith waxes lyrical about Eric Saywood. Okay, and then the writers of the 80s. Who they got up there? It's was it Chris Mariner? Oh no, I'm looking at the wrong picture. Writers Stephen Gallagher, Terence Dudley, Chrissa Bailey, and Barbara Clegg. Yeah, okay. These are the writers of the 80s. And then you can certainly see when there was a changing of the guard, you got like a bunch of younger writers come in. Who was it? We had Pip and Jane Baker. Yeah, listen, love you, but Philip Martin. Yeah, okay. Actually, Philip Martin. Philip Martin. I think he wrote the best Sixth Doctor story, Vengeance on Varys. Stephen Wyatt, Ben Arrows, and Ian Briggs. Yeah, you definitely got a feeling like with the McCoy years, there's a whole bunch of like new writers coming in. Yeah, they go like new to Who. So this stuff. Again, interested in reading, right? And now they go to the rehearsal script. Once you've done the scene breakdown. Again, listen, if you have aspirations to write, this is invaluable, absolutely invaluable. So we have Stuart Manning looking at Andrew Cartmel. I get them. It's all my era. I'm looking for the era. And now we go from the the camera script. Okay. Well, they got the shooting script and the camera. I guess they're going to tell you what the difference is. And finally, we have Paul Kirkley talking about Russell T Davies. Again, Paul Kirkley, he normally does the reviews. He does the illustrations. And his reviews aren't great. His reviews are a little bit like, well, it's got identity politics in it, so I like it. Really, that's what his reviews are. So they missed out the 90s, which I think is a bit sad because they could have had all the New Adventures writers, and I think it would have been. Yeah, I think there's more of a need to like bring that legitimize that. And finally, we have was it Tom Spilsbury with this article with Stephen Moffat. I'm doing a video on this article, I think. Yeah, right. Again, for me, this is just a treasure trove of stuff that I want to do videos about, because it's all stuff I'm interested in. Emma Reeves talking about writing in the 2000s. Well, it was good, up until, did they do the 2010s? Is that going to be different? I just think everything past 2000s is one time, right? Okay, and finally, it's so 2000. They bring in was it Jodie Whittaker at the end? And listen, I hate this era of Doctor Who. By the way, look at this incredible diversity. A bunch of women, a bunch of women, and a black woman writing something about black people. I mean, honestly, this would be fine, right? This would be fine if the current era had been successful anyway. By the way, this is Rona. What was it? The oldest woman there is Rona Munro, who did Survival, which I thought was a very good story. Survival is interesting because it really dovetails beautifully into Rose, right? It's like very contemporary. It's like it really does. Rose and Survival pretty much go together. If you really want to lock them together, get the Russell T Davies Big Finish adaptation of his new adventures novel, Damaged Goods, right? And that really seamlessly links the three together, right? But anyway, listen, I understand you. They want to bring in female writers. It hasn't worked out, though. They're not doing very well. I mean, that's just the reality. They're not doing very well. Now, the reason they're not doing very well is because Doctor Who, like Star Trek, like Star Wars, works best when it appeals to 8-year-old boys. It skews masculine. That's not to say women don't like it, or women can't. I mean, I think one of my favorite writers still to this day is Kate Allman. Really understands Doctor Who, really nails Doctor Who, and I think it's a real tragedy that she doesn't work on Doctor Who more. Right? It's a real absolute tragedy. But the problem is, when they want to hire more women, that means you have a smaller group of people. Let's say you take the entire pool of people who are interested in Doctor Who. So about 30% of those are women. So you're pulling 100% of your writing talent from 30% of your pool, which means the quality is going to go down, which is exactly what we've seen. And again, listen, I don't believe there's any obstacle that being female presents you in getting into script writing. I don't understand what that problem. I understand Doctor Who skews more masculine, and it's like less masculine than Star Wars or Star Trek. But still, I don't see anybody going, no, women can't. No, get write something good, right? So listen, fine. They bring Jodie Whittaker. Emma Reeves talking about Chris Chibnall. This might be a video. This might be. I can't wait to see how they're going to try and spin. How this has been anything other than awful, right? I think this, this was worth the $5.99 in of itself, right there. Jonathan Morris ponders on the fact that Doctor Who stories that seemingly disappeared without trace. Yeah, listen, I'm surprised they this case in Lost Stories. I'm surprised they didn't do this Douglas Adams script with the cat people on Gallifrey. So there you go. It's a recommend. This one is a recommend. It's actually a strong recommend, right? I'm really glad they've done a good issue. So look, for me, this is fantastic. There's gonna be tons of stuff on my channel about this, so you'll be able to look at it in more detail and see if it's something you want to buy. For me, it's a recommend. I hope you buy it. Yeah, I hope they buy it, because I think they should be encouraged by doing good work, right? Good work, and discouraged from doing bad work. I think that's, generally speaking, a good way to live. My name is Tzvi Lebetkin, the Rabbi from another planet. Please like, share, and subscribe, and ring that little bell. Ring the little bell so you are notified when new videos drop.